Hey guys, how we doing? Today I'm going to be running through the Distant plugin. I've had this thing pretty much since it came out and it's my go-to plugin now, so I thought I may as well do a little run through just showing you guys how I build some tones from it really. So yeah, let's get into it. Start off with this amp. For this video I'm not going to go through the cabs. I'll be here forever. So I'm just sticking with this Get Good Drums Zilla Cabs basic metal preset that I just always use. So yeah, the first amp is the Flesh Weaver. Let's see how it sounds, eh? Not bad. That's with the overkill on, overkill off. So yeah, pretty cool sounding amp. Let's go to the Servant. I think this one's meant to be more of a cleaner one. Get an overkill button. Cool. And the next one is a Nail Wound. This is the more cleaner one. I'll go on the clean mode. It's really nice actually. But obviously you can still get some filth out of it, so quite boomy. So yeah, my favourite one is the Servant here. Overkill on. So yeah, let's mess with some of these settings, I guess. Bit too much. Lows. The mids. Highs. Resonance. Presence. A bit much. Okay, cool. So next bit, the exciting part. Obviously you've got the gate here as well. I moved up to halfway, but before we move on to pedals, let's try out these two things here. So you've got tight and smooth. Yeah, so tight is basically, I think it's sort of like a compressor, but also an EQ. So it's just tightening up the low end. And the smooth is sort of the opposite, where it's making the high end a lot smoother, or like taking out sort of the harsh frequencies. So here it is. So it's sort of like a high pass and a low pass filter, but I think there's more going on than just that. So yeah, I would normally fiddle with these as like I'm mixing. So like build your tone and then use these to sort of like refine it within the mix. I'm pretty sure the point of this plugin was so that Distant could use this live. So they use this plugin as their live rig. So having these little buttons here, I guess, would really help like refining your live sound with a cab. If it's like too harsh, just roll that up and yeah, it's sorted. So yeah, next part, the pedals. So you've got an EQ or shaper. I'll start with this slaughter pedal next. So this is basically just a drive or a boost pedal, but it's really like, it really does bring out the mids. So have a listen. Like this is like, now you're getting into like modern tones. Increase the mids. It's almost like got a chainsaw effect. But it's a bit much for me, so I'll pull it back a bit to about the middle again. Tone at the top. Maybe pull it back. You lose a little bit of the low end a bit. Right, so this pedal in the middle, this is absolutely disgusting. So it's basically an octave pedal. It puts the lower octave in there. The sub is like how much of it, and the level is how loud you want it. So I'd normally just leave it like this, and yeah, check it out. So yeah, this pedal, it's very hard to like do like anything other than just disgusting chugs. So if you're into that sort of thing where it's just like beat downs and like you don't actually have many, like you don't need to articulate your notes as much, yeah, it's just disgusting. And I'll show you what it's like with the sub up as well. obviously I'm on an 8 string, so it's already double drop D, and then it's going to sub below this, so it doesn't sound. You can't really hear the sub in the lower strings, but when I play the higher strings, you can. That's why I turn the sub, or keep the sub all the way down, so you can just hear it in the back of the tone. So yeah, that is sounding pretty disgusting to me. Let's continue. So next we have a post EQ, which I think is a bit better. Like, you can hear a bit more than the shaper. But what I like is this little hidden button here called the source button. So check it out. So again, it's sort of like in the GGD where you've got this master EQ. I think it's sort of just that, like a master EQ that they would use, and it brings it from here to here. So. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's a bit of like fuzziness, like very high end. So this is where the smooth pedal can come in. So you just. Or you've actually got low pass and high pass filters here as well. So in terms of like structuring your tone, there's so many possibilities in terms of EQ and drive and sound, and the 3 different amps, they all sound very different as well. So this, like, there's no reason that you couldn't get every tone that you need from this plugin, basically. But not only that, it had, like, the sounds on it actually sound a bit different to, say, Neural DSP or whatever. So yeah. So yeah, there's that, and that's with no mixing whatsoever. Let me play you a bit of a song that I put out the other day, or like a little demo that I made for this plugin, just to show you what it sounds like in the mix. So yeah, that's what it sounds like in a mix, and obviously you can see here I've got a few more bits going on to build this tone. So let me just show you a little bit more, just building the tone. So we've got this so far. I've got another copy of Tonesuite here, which is just a copy of these ones. So let me. Feel like we're getting a bit of clipping in there somewhere. That's better. Let's go back to our first one. Okay, so I've got a multi-presser just at the start of the chain, just to clamp down on them like chuggy bits. And then next, so the other day I wanted to try out some of Audio Assault's plugins, and they have some really cool pedals, and I bought this bundle here, and again it just like it levels up the tone that little bit more. So let me turn off the pedals on this, because we don't want bloody 4 drive pedals going on at once. So this is what it sounds like with no drive. Okay, let's try the 99. Absolute Meshuggah, gent, whatever you want to call it. Really tightens up that low end. So yeah, and then you've got this Rod 1 here, which is, I think it's meant to be like a chainsaw. Let's check it out. I'll turn it off again. Mate, these tones sound sick. Right. I'll show you what the others sound like as well. You've got the Hexen. Yeah, and then you've got these MT2 and HMZ. Sorry, MTZ and HMZ. Pretty disgusting. But these two together I really like. I think it needs a bit more like low end in there, but let me leave these on and come back to Tonesuite. So let's whack on this destructor pedal, see what happens, eh? Just absolute disgust, innit? I think the high end needs sorting out a bit, so I've got a post EQ here, so let's see if that does anything. Yeah, it brings down the high spike a little bit. Let's see what it sounds like in the context of just some drums. Even if I take off even if I take off these pedals, it still sounds sick. It might be too much for some people, but just experimenting with tones and seeing what else you can create. Yeah. Try this EQ a bit. So yeah, that is pretty much what I'm working with at the moment, and just experimenting with these tones, just trying different settings. So yeah, even if you don't use all the other bits, it still sounds great just on its own. Let me turn everything else off and turn on both of these pedals now. So it's just purely this plugin alone. Let me turn off the GGD cab as well and use their stock cab. Very nice. Low end is a bit much. You can see how just a little bit of tweaking and you can get it to sit in the mix pretty well. We'll try a different tuning. Yeah, I mean, check it out for yourself, guys. Alright dudes, let me know what you thought of that. If you want me to do any more, I've got a couple ideas lined up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you end up buying the plugin or if you've got any tips and you've already bought it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one.